Hello. We are in day 19. We will see how to write defensive code in Dataweave. In day 18, you understood how to handle errors in Mule flows, right, at a flow level. But now we will see how to handle errors within the Dataweave. So let us get started. Normally, if you have worked with any programming language like Java, we can handle exceptions using try catch, right? Similarly, here we have a try function. How to use it? Actually, many people are confused on how to use try function. I'll tell you step by step so that you'll get clearly how to use a function called as try. Okay. So now let me take this example. I have written a file function called as get all states from file, which will take input file name and read the contents of the file. Here it is trying to read the file from class path only. Now I have written one more function called as get state details by name, where it is first trying to get the states XML. Here this is calling this first function by passing the name of the XML states. Is there states.xml in my class path? No. States.xml is present under examples folder in class path. So this read URL may give an error if I try to actually read. Okay, let me try it out. I'll try to call this function get state details by name, and I want to pass a state with name California. Yes. Um, okay, so now once I did this get state by name, here I'm seeing something like issues found. What is it saying? It's showing some error. Unable to find the resource states.xml. Right. Actually, at runtime, if I give a request, I will see this stack trace on the console because this file is not found. Let me try it before I proceed. So in this flow, I just want to test it. So I'll drag and drop a HTTP listener and I'll quickly configure it with default values. I'll click on plus. Okay, I'll take default slash test. That's all. Now I will try to run this and give a request. Run it. Okay, the server started. So now let me give a request. In my browser, I'll give a request to localhost 8081/test. Okay. So see the response. I'm getting this error or not? Unable to find the resource? Yes, this is an error. I don't want to display this error message to my clients. So I want to handle errors in my Dataweave only. Let us see how we can achieve it. So let us go back to Dataweave expression. There's a function called as try which can help us, and that is present in a module called as runtime module. So let me import it. Import dw core runtime. Oh yeah, actually it is not core. dw runtime. Yes. Now this function try I can use directly because I imported. I'll import star from so that I can directly use star from. Now let me cut this. Now I want to use try function. Try, but actually try what it requires, what it takes. See the function. Try is a function which takes an anonymous function. There are no arguments. But whatever this function is returning, t. The return value of this function will be an object called as try result of t. Okay, so let us see. Here I have to pass an anonymous function. If I directly pass something, it will not work, remember. So for the try function, I have to pass an anonymous function which will return something. Right now I'll just pass hello. Okay, so whatever is returned by this anonymous function, that will be returned as an object called as try result. Okay, so let me comment out this function first because it starts giving errors. You need to understand try first. Okay, I commented this, and now let me call this function directly. Yep, let us see here. What is the return value of this function? What our try is returning? What is try returning? Try is returning an object where there are two arguments, where there are two keys. Success, because whatever this function, it is not returning any error, right? So it is returning success. Wait, let me stop this console, otherwise it will keep on giving messages. Okay, coming back. Here the return value of try is nothing but an object which contains two arguments, two keys, success because this function did not throw any errors, and result it is, right? Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to call that read function. Okay, so instead of this anonymous function returning hello, let me call this one. Now see the output of this get all states. It is an object where it again has two keys. The key success is false, and there is one more key called as error, which shows something called as invalid location exception. So actually try function, if you see, it will return an object called as try result. So try result will have error if there is an error because this file is not existing, is it? States.xml in class path. It is under examples folder, right? So if this is throwing an error, my try function is just returning an object. It's not giving any error, you can see on the top, right? It's just returning an object called as try result with success equals to false and error object. Okay, now let me give here examples slash states.xml. See, it is returning success and result is this one, right? Now let me make this output as slash dw for clarity. Now see, what is the output of this try? What is out? Whatever try is returning, this function is returning the same, is it? So now what is the output? Success, true, and result is the content of that file. Whatever this read URL is returning, try is returning. That's what I am saying, right? Now I'll change this back to states.xml so that I want to see the error message. Okay, file is not existing. This object, whatever is returned by try, I'll take in a variable where try result is equals to, okay, and I want to return this. So if you want to create local variables in a function, what you have to do? You have to use do. You have to use do, and inside this I'll write dash dash dash, and here I'll use where, and then here in the body I will write try result. Yeah, so now this function will return this try result. Okay, now this is a try result object. What I want to do is I want to write some if else conditions or switch case. I can use match. So try result match the result. So I'll write various cases. And I will write firstly else case. Else dollar. So I'm getting same thing, right? Now what I'll do is I will write one case. Case I'll take out my output. Now I'll write a condition. If my output dot success is equals to false, success is equals to false, then I want to emit the error. My output object, that means it's a try result object dot error. Else what I want is I want dot result. Okay, see now in this case the file is not found, so try result will contain success equals to false. So this case is matched and it is showing my output dot error. Now I'll give the file name as examples slash states.xml. See, this file is existing. So try result will contain success equals to true. It will come to else part and it is displaying the result. Very nice, right? We have handled the exceptions. Is it? And one more thing I want to modify. If success equals to false, that means the file is not found under class path, right? I want to try it under examples folder. So I'll remove this my output.error here anyway right now. Okay. So I want to write one more try. Again, this requires an anonymous function where I will write here same thing, read URL, copy and paste. But now I'll give class path colon slash slash examples slash input file. So if success is false, I want to try this. I think there is one more extra parenthesis. Yeah. So try this again. This will return try result, right? Again, I want to use match. And here I want to write again a similar thing. First I'll write else dollar dot result. Then I will write a case for failure. Case I will write if condition directly. If dollar dot success is like false, then again emit dollar dot error. Alright, so okay, whenever I'm using if, I need to take the variable, I'll say my output, and here I'll write my out, and here I'll write my output. Right, actually here also it's like duplicate, right? Better I'll give a different name. I'll say my result, and here also I will use my result, right? So now if you see, if I give example slash state.xml, the first try itself will be successful and I'm getting the contents. Now I'll give here just state.xml. So in this case, why am I getting null? Yeah, maybe I'll make it as XML, okay? Yeah. So what is this? What is the issue found? Let me check. Okay, since it is XML, root tag is present. It is root tag should be present. It is saying. Okay, get this all states should give the XML only. Dot result will be an XML, right? Correct. Yeah, I did a mistake here. I used my output, so it is my result. Yes, yeah, that's the one. So here I'm getting the output, even though I gave states.xml. What is happening? For the first time, this will fail, and then second time this will succeed by checking inside examples slash. Suppose if I give total XML file name as wrong, I'll give no states.xml, which is not existing, right? You can see here when I gave no states.xml, let me make it as DW actually. Yes, because there's no root tag. That's why when I was having XML, it gave an error. So now you can see that the error is displayed. So in this case, even though this file is not existing, I'm not getting any error, but I'll get an output from normally. So I don't want a plain output. I want to rethrow this error. How to rethrow this error? So there's a function called as fail. So what I want to do is, in case there is an error, I want to throw an error. So in the second match, this is the one. Instead of returning this one, I want to call fail function. So let me call this fail. Fail is a function, and here I'll write there is no file. Right now, here you can see there is an issue found. Here you can see there is no file, the message whatever I gave, right? So if there is no such file, will be this fail function is going to rethrow the error. Let me try it out. So what I'll do is I'll modify here, instead of hard coding the value, I'll give attributes dot query params dot file. I'll give as string. Okay, now let us check. I will deploy this. Okay, it started. Now I'll give a request, but now pass query parameter file is equals to states.xml, the file which is existing. I got the content, state content. Now if I give no states.xml, the file which is not existing, see I'm getting a stack trace because I am rethrowing it, right? But if I don't rethrow it, earlier what I was doing, I was returning my result dot error. Is it? I was returning this, my result dot error. Let us see, I will save this. Now, I'm not calling a fail function. I'm just returning my result dot error object. Now, let it get redeployed. Yep, it got redeployed. Now, let us see, I'll give a request to a file where file is not existing. See, I got an error object. Success is the status code, right? So it was not throwing an error, but the error object is returned. So if you want to throw or rethrow an error, what all you have to do is you just have to call the fail function, which will rethrow the error with this message. Okay. Now I want to rethrow the error with the first error message and also second error message. So I want to concatenate. There's no file. First error, from where I can get the first error? In the outer try, is my output dot error plus my output dot error. Actually, my output dot error is a JSON, is an object. So we cannot concatenate string with an object. There is a function called as write, which will take an object and emit it as a string, so that will be convenient to write. Okay, and again I want to also concatenate plus. Oh wait, um, plus second error. How to get the second error? Plus. I'll call the write function and pass second try result object is my result. Is it my result dot error, right? Let us check how it looks like. So it got redeployed now. So I'll try to give a request with no file. Yep, see there is no file. First error is this JSON as a string, unable to find resource no states.xml, and second error is this one, it is not even able to find an example slash folder also. Okay, now since I have a flow and this Dataweave is throwing an exception, will it be propagated to the outer flow? I want to check. So what I'll do is I'll drag and drop on error continue, and here I'll drag and drop set payload, where I will set the payload as simply I'll say inside on error continue and plus error. I want to concatenate error, or I'll write I'll call write function and pass payload. Let us see. or simply right now, let me just simply write payload instead of write. Yep. So I'll try to restart again. Again, it got restart, I guess. Yeah. So let me give a request. Yep, I can see inside on error. Continue. And now let me write the payload. Payload actually didn't come, is it? Okay. So anyway, this has come, right? So we can see what will be the payload. Maybe you can see later. Okay. So now it will be good if I can write a log whenever there is an error message. So how to write a log? To write a log in Dataweave, there's a function called as log. Let us try to understand how this log actually works. So to try it out, I will just call log function here, and log function, let us see what all it takes. Log function takes two arguments. One is a prefix actually which will be logged, and second is argument. If it is t, log function will return same thing only. Okay, whatever is second argument, simply log function will return that, and whatever is first argument, that will be logged. So let me try it out. So it's very handy to use log function wherever you're trying out in Dataweave. So here what I'll do is I'll write log hello world. Hello, sorry, hello, comma, Siva, my name. So let us see the output in the preview. What is output? See, second argument, whatever I passed is given here, right? Now what I'm going to do is simply the second one, I'll pass this function call. Instead of Siva, I'll call this function, and now I'll hard code states.xml. Let us see. Yes, I'm getting the result of this one, right? Simple. And whenever I run, this hello can be seen in the logs. Now, once you understand how this log works, now what I want to do is, you can see in the first try, if there is a problem, this will be called right. Here again I'm calling try. Instead of calling try, what I want is, I want to call log and wrap this inside log. I want to pass a try as a first second argument. So I'll here write first try unsuccessful, comma, whatever I want to do next, try function. Right? It is just like calling try only, but before calling try it will log. Similarly, I can write whatever logs I want here. Again, log, and to the log I'll pass fail function as an argument, but I want a second argument. So here I'll write second try unsuccessful. Okay, let us check by running this, and if I will see all this in logs or not. I will run this. Already is running. It should have restarted. Yeah, restarted. Okay, so I saved it again. It should have restarted. Now let me give a request. Yep, I got this response because here in my transform message, actually I was hard coding states.xml. Now let me make it like this, which will take attributes so that I can dynamically get different responses. Okay, now I guess it should restart automatically. Yes, it has restarted. Okay, now let me give a request, and now I'm passing file as no states.xml. I should get whatever I have written inside on error continue, but let us see the logs. Hey, in the logs, let us see, there are two logs. I can see the log is from here. First try unsuccessful, and second argument also is printed. First argument and second argument. And again, this is my second log here, right? First try is unsuccessful and second try also is unsuccessful, right? Unable to find. Here is a second try. There is no first try and this is log, right? So we understood how to actually use log function. So clearly we understood how to handle errors by using try, and also how to rethrow using fail, and also how to use log. Actually, I have introduced you to log function at the last. I thought of including this log function at the start. One good habit is whenever you are using map operator also, map operator will iterate and emit the output, is it? So what you can do is you can try to actually write a log there, so that for every argument you can see the log on the console, right? So that's about this module. Okay, now you have come to the end of this lecture. What you can do is now you can go to my GitHub, go to this day19 folder. I have a document where I have explained you step by step what to be done. So first open this, practice it, and then only go to the next video. See you next lecture.